Hi, friends. How are you today? Happy Wednesday. It's so good to see you guys today. I'm Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie. And we are here to make cards today. She's got some flyaway hairs going on. We just brushed her little face and she didn't like it one bit. You know, they don't like to have their faces brushed. There, she looks better now. You can see her pretty eyes. Well, let's check and make sure that we're live and that I can see that we're live. So let's just, let me just check. I always like to do that. Oh boy, okay, I'm not seeing it, but it shows that we're live. I might be having a little trouble with my telephone here. Okay, I'm gonna try it again and see if we can do it. The telephone, you know, what can I say? I think we are live. I just don't think I've got it going quite right. Let me check it again. Okay. Yes, we are live. Okay, great. Let me get my comments up here. That's probably my problem is I can't see any comments. Hello, I'm so glad you guys are here. And let's do like a little weather check. Tracy, good to see you. Good, thank you. Hot and humid, Granite Falls. Kay, North Carolina, thank you for sharing. Are you hot and humid too there, Kay? Are you in Granite Falls? How far are you guys apart? Tina, good to see you. Tracy and Tina. I know that you know how far apart you are, but I don't know. Roz is there. Good to see you, Roz. Yeah, you guys both live in North Carolina, don't you? Kay and Tina. But it's a big state. I know it's a big state. So let me know how close you are. 81 in Connecticut, Tracy, and humid. Okay. Is it just always humid or are you expecting rain? Because I know I read that there were a lot of storms going by. All that whole area. I think it might have been going above you, but you might have the humidity from that. Roz, humid close to, oh no, 3 digits. Oh, that's awful. Kathy, good to see you. Beautiful and sunny. Anthony, oh, welcome Anthony from London. I'm so happy to see you. You know, I met someone in the airport in Cancun. I met Pip Todman from London. Anthony, do you know Pip? She is a crack up. She has pink hair. And I thoroughly enjoyed getting to meet Pip. So Renee Parisi down to 82 in Columbus, Ohio. Linda Leonhardt from Pennsylvania. Tina is in the western part of the state, the foothills. Okay, the foothills. Good to see you guys. Well, I hate to really brag, but you know, I just have to. 72 and perfect here in San Diego. Yes, I love Pip. 72 degrees, good humidity. I mean, I could check our humidity. It's probably 50, I'm thinking, or less. My location, 72 degrees, 55% humidity, which is even a little bit high for us. She's a hoot. Yes, she is a hoot. But she's really nice too. She was so sweet. So all I can say is come, take a vacation, come visit me. I would love it. Come to San Diego. It's wonderful. And you would like it, I know. Cindy Reed, it froze on your end. Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's going fine. I've got it going here. And it looks good. So 81 now, Linda. So we went out and did some errands this morning and Ellie came with us. My husband and I drove through Starbucks and we don't get her anything because they give the little puppuccinos, you know, with the whipped cream. And she really doesn't like it that much. So I feel like it's a waste. As soon as I get to London, I know. Well, I've been there twice. But I didn't know you at the time. So I'm sorry to say. Okay, good, Cindy, you're back. So anyway, we had a little outing with Ellie and went to Starbucks, and um, we had a really good time. Okay, what else? Oh, who took advantage of the free shipping yesterday? It was all over the world. Who who got the free shipping? Um, I know it was such a great sale. Free shipping of anything over $75. I told you guys last week, and I put it um, on my Facebook and my blog. So I hope you guys were able to get some good deals, because it really is a big savings. Shipping is just so expensive nowadays. Mailing is going up in the U.S. in June. Tracy, good. Kay, good. Yep, because the price of postage is going up in June for us. I'm going to put Ellie down. Anthony, yay. You had it there. Yeah. Um, well, I'm glad you guys got to take advantage of the free shipping. Hello, Carol Schaefer. Good to see you. Okay, so good. Cindy Reed. Yes, you did. Okay, you appeared in red, so I need to get real close up. And the UK, your stamps are ridiculous now. Yeah, I think it's just all over. I mean, it really is very bad. But as card makers, we're gonna keep sending our cards. Marcia Long, good to see you. We are definitely gonna keep sending our cards as card makers. And a card doesn't cost that much, just one little card. So it's always a good thing. Colleen Ludicky, good to see you. Well, the one thing I want to talk about, the only real news, oh, let's see. Cindy, I got the suite coming out in the July mini for Creativity Now. Yes. It's past the time to sign up for Creativity Now, but I'm going to be showing you this stuff. Prices are up and services down on the mailing. I agree. Oh, how weird that you can't get me on Facebook, Marcia. That is odd. Very odd. I agree. Well, I can't say anything though. I have to be really complimentary about my own postman, because so we are in like a complex. We're not in an apartment or anything. We have our own individual little house, but we have a cul-de-sac, and you have to go out to the middle of the cul-de-sac to a metal box, and you have a little baby box that has a number. That's where we have to get our mail. I don't ever like my bangs, when I come on here. So when we go, my postman, he's a postman. When I have a big mailing like the classes to go, I just arrange it online. I go it online and I say that I want to pick up, and he comes right to my door and he picks up a whole box of stuff. And I have to say, and it's free, totally free, as long as I do it during my regular, as long as I don't have to make a special trip, and he's already delivering the mail. And I have to say, he's really a great postman. I want to give him a good thumbs up. Not that he knows I do this or is watching, but I want to give him credit. Roz has one postal worker who is amazing and another who's horrible. That's kind of how it goes. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time today because I have a pretty fancy card to do with you. Will you want to do a fancy card? I thought you might want to do a fancy, pretty card. Cindy, you live in the same kind of place. Yeah, I like it. It's a nice little cul-de-sac with a nice little neighborhood and a grass in the middle. Okay, we need to get going. So what I want to show you is, I want to turn down, if I can do it correctly here. Let's get this. Okay, I have things to show you. Let me see if I can get my okay, let's see. Nope. I struggle with this every week. You guys know that. I always struggle with this. Let me see. I always struggle getting my little face in there for you. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep playing, but I want to tell you, I want to talk to you about the this month's starter kit special. For any of you who are not demonstrators, and for any reason you've been holding off, Holly, good to see you, and Eleanor, good to see you. You're on live, yay. So for any of you who have not ever become a demonstrator, it is really, it's like getting Amazon Prime. I need to get this figured out here. At least we can have me half and half. I don't know what that Q&A thing is. Oh boy. For some reason, I end up usually getting it. Let me just try again. I just really thank you guys for your patience. I do. Oh, goodness sakes alive. Okay. Got it. Yay, hooray. Okay, so it's like getting Amazon Prime, becoming a demonstrator. You can do what I do, but you definitely don't have to. And you know, I think many people have Amazon Prime, which means you get, well, I don't get free shipping. We're going to have to, that part of the equation doesn't work. But you get a discount, 20% off as a demonstrator on all the products, and you get advance notice of everything. And I just want you to know hello, Cheryl, good to see you. It's totally worth it if you love Stampin' Up! Products, because it's the best discount, the best way to get a discount. There's no other way. Good idea, Roz. I have to do that next time. Write down a cheat sheet. Thank you. I will practice and do that. Thank you for your patience, everyone. But today, so I wanted to remind you about the starter kit special, but today I brought a picture of my team. Now it's a couple years old. I wanted to try to get it so that you can see it. This is my local team. This is not my whole team because they're all over the US. But this is a time that I had to get together for the local team. And the others can join in by, we do card swaps, and I send everybody goodies, and we have cards and make and takes and all kinds of stuff. And this is my team of sweet stampers. I love my sweet stampers. Polly, good to see you. And so I just wanted to show you this cute picture of them and of the live girls. And if you, and guys, I don't have a guy, but I would love to have a guy on my team. So if you have never, Jeanne, good to see you. If you have never gotten the starter kit and become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, this is totally the time. For $99, you get $247 worth of product, okay? $125 of product of your choice. You get all kinds of in-color stuff. Cardstock, designer series paper, markers, one I have been using, and full-size ink pads. Anthony, I wish you lived here in the US. You could join my team. So I just want to tell you, we only have until the 31st. It's just a little over a week left in May. And if you have not ever become a demonstrator and signed up and gotten the starter kit, I really encourage you to do that. Hello, Cindy Howard. And I have lots of what I call hobby demonstrators. They don't do what I do at all. They just get the kit for the discount. And you can be a demonstrator all the way through September of this year, get the discount, get all kinds of, advance notice, and you don't have to do a thing. So it's totally worth it to get all this free product. And I really would love to have you be on my team. Okay. Enough of that. Now we're going to look at the pretty card we're going to make today. Oh, you're watching me live from North Dakota. Thank you so much, Cindy. This is the pretty card we're going to make today. It's a little bit what you might call, what we sometimes call avid. If you're a beginning stamper, you can do it. If you're an avid stamper, you're going to love it. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Who knows what set this is using, what bundle. I just wanted to make something really pretty today. Oh, thank you, Cindy. We are going to use the Layers of Beauty bundle. Now, the Layers of Beauty bundle comes with a bunch of stuff. Okay, it comes with A bundle usually comes with a stamp set and a punch, or a stamp set and dies. This Layers of Beauty bundle comes with a stamp set and dies. Okay, that's nice. But it also comes with stencils for making the flowers so pretty. And I'm going to show you how to use the stencils today. All this is part of the Layers of Beauty bundle, and really I think it's the prettiest. There are a lot of really, I love, so many stamp sets in the catalog, but I think this is the most beautiful. It creates the most beautiful cards, and that's what I wanted to show you today, is beautiful. Okay, so let's get started. And we're going to use something else too. We're going to use the citrus blooms. I have my little picture here of my team encouraging me over here. I might have that all the time. I love it. Hello, Xiomara! Yay! I'm glad you can see me. We're making a fancy card today, a very pretty card. Here it is. I'll show it to you. And we have a Stampin' Up! Joining special, Xiomara. I know she's not a demonstrator, but she might like to become one. $247 in product for only $99. And I'd love to have you on my team, Xiomara. I look at her creations, and they are gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to have a sip out of my little Stampin' Up! Mug. Before we get started, that's my sparkling water. Okay, we're going to use some I think maybe this might be the only in color, Petunia Pop. And that was a scratchy noise, sorry. This is more like a tall card. So it's 11 by 4 1/4. That's your card base here. And we're going to do two things. We're going to I'll show you the sample again. We're going to make the beautiful flowers, but we're also going to make this gorgeous surrounding, the leaves all around. And I think we'll do that first just to get it out of the way. And we're going to do that with the citrus blooms. If you have not gotten the Mediterranean Blooms bundle, I just love them all. What can I say? You should. We're using the dies today, or it's called the Citrus Blooms bundle, as part of the Mediterranean Blooms suite. And this is what half of the dies look like. These are the other half, and I'm going to show you. We've used the outer two before. This time we're going to use just the middle one, just this piece, and it does not cut a border. Okay, that's one thing you need to know. It does not cut a border. That's why if you want this particular border, you would use this die. But today I don't. I want a rectangular border. So I cut this paper. Let me check. I wrote the inches down for you. 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. I pre-cut this layer of soft seafoam cardstock. Thank you, Xiomara. And I'm going to show you how to make it. And so I'm going to bring up my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to use the big one because I need to for this particular die. And then I'm going to revert to the little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is so much easier when I'm working here with you guys. So what we're going to do, we need to be careful when we do this, as far as we want to set our die evenly. And I think you know what I mean, because this is going to be part of the card, so I want the borders to be pretty straight. In other words, I want the left and the right side to be even. I want the top and the bottom to be pretty even, because people will see this. And so I want to be careful with the way I do it. So I think, let me just see. That's about right there. Okay. And then I'm going to put my brand new plate on top, and we're going to run that through back and forth. We're going to run it through actually twice. Yes, this is a beautiful, amazing die. Okay, that's once. Now we're going to run it back to make sure it really cuts well. Alrighty. Now, I can put that down and I'll show you, and hopefully it cut all the way through, and it looks like it did. And this is going to be on top of our card base. This is the most important part of this card. Okay, we just pull that part out, And then there's a few little pieces that we just need to, it looks like just those very few. Okay, and then look at how beautiful this looks right on top like that. Oh, I see another couple of pieces we need to get out there. I think I can just get them out like that. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? I think it's beautiful. Now, the other thing I want to do here is I want to put behind here, I want to put some, no wonder I can't see. I need to put my glasses on. Okay, I want to put a piece of fresh freesia behind this. Fresh freesia cardstock, because I think it looks pretty. It's going to make the flowers stand out a little bit more when we put our flowers on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to adhere this piece to the back piece, and I cut them both the same, which was 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So all I need to do is put a little bit of my multi-purpose liquid glue on here. I don't want to put too much because I don't want it to come out. I don't like it when then it gets goopy, and we don't like that. And we don't really need to adhere it much, just a very few dots. And I'm going to try to get just a little bit on these borders, just like this, okay? And a little bit coming down here. We don't need an awful lot, just enough to adhere it, and maybe a few places on the leaves to make sure it's really going to stick. Okay, and now we're going to put this down right exactly over that fresh freesia piece. And I'm just going to move it a little bit. I want to get it just right. Okay, it's on. And I think this looks so pretty, don't you? I mean, you could do absolutely anything with this base right here. I think this looks really, really nice. So this is the beginning of our card. And now we're going to make the flowers with the masks. So that in itself is a good lesson right there, because it's so pretty. So we're going to set that to the side. And now we're going to make our pretty layers of beauty flowers. Now, the main stamp is very, very large. I'm using a stamp positioning tool. This is called the Stamparatus, and it's not sold by Stampin' Up! Anymore. Nowadays you can get a Misty, and I might get one of those one of these days, but I still have this one. And so what I did is I positioned my big beautiful stamp right over here, and we're going to stamp it on this paper. Now I already positioned it, so I know where it's going to go. These are the magnets that are going to hold it down, and I generally put my paper right there. I don't know why I generally put it, let me show you, right up here at this little corner. And let me confirm that that's going to fit, and it will. Okay, so what we're going to do is we want to put our magnets so that they're going to hold the paper down so that it doesn't move when we do the stamping. Okay, and let's confirm before we put ink on. Okay, this one can come up a little bit more, and this can come up a little. We want the magnets to hold the paper down nice and tight. Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, that looks like it's going to be perfect. And in order to set this up at the right level, I'm going to just use my stamp case. I just put that in there, and then it gets a better coverage of my ink. Now, for my ink for this whole flower arrangement, I'm going to use the new Basic Beige. I don't need to have it black or big and bold, because we want the colors of the beautiful flowers to show through as we do the masking. So I'm just using Basic Beige, and I'm just getting my ink right on there, just like this. I want to make sure it's nice and covered so that we know where all the leaves are, all the pretty leaves. And then I just pull it down and press. And we're going to get the whole flower arrangement right on here. Isn't that pretty? Okay, that's all we need this for, because now we're going to do our masking. So I can set this off to the side. I'll clean that later. And I think that's all we're going to use that ink for. So now we have our beautiful impression here. There might be one little doggy hair there. Okay. So here's where we begin to use our masks. I'll put this over here, hopefully so you guys can see it a little better. I'll see if I can get some good light on it for you. Okay, so here are the colors we're going to use for our flowers, plural. Look at these gorgeous colors, you guys. Aren't those pretty? Okay, we're going to start with fresh freesia. So let me get that one out. And what we're going to do is we are going to use blending brushes. Here are the different blending brushes. I need to get more. I don't have enough for one, you know, it would be nice to have one for each color, right? But I don't have that many. So some of them are doubles. Okay. Now with the masks, they have a little, I don't know if I can get that so you can see a little number up there. Can you see that little 1 in the corner? And then this one says 2 and 3, and the little notches marked go together. Let me bring that down. These little notches. I really don't personally use the notches, but some people do, so that if you know you have them all in the same position, if you have the little notch in the same place, but I'm not doing that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure my paper with some of this post-it labeling and cover-up tape, because I don't want my paper to move. This is just standard basic white cardstock. So let's start with the number 1 mask. And hold on, I have to get it in the right place. It should be right here. Let me see. This is where if I use those little things, it would work. Uh-oh, I know what the difference is. Okay, when I did it the time before, I think I did it this way. Because you have little flowers at the top and a big flower at the bottom. So we're going to do the little flowers at the top. And then you can see how it just goes right around the flowers. And you just move it. Again, if you were on another, you could have a big piece of paper and draw the notch or something. I don't know. I don't need to do that. I don't want to take the time. So I'm going to get a little fresh freesia here on my blending brush. And I've got the mask just where it should be, and so all I'm going to do is just go over, like maybe I didn't get enough. I'm just going to go over this area in my fresh freesia, the masked area. Okay, I need to get a little more here. Let me pull it over here where you guys can see. Whoops, I'm kind of making a little mess, but so we're just going to color these in. And this, we might take a little longer today because this does take a while. I could zip through it on my own, but I want to show you how to do it so you feel comfortable when you get this beautiful, beautiful bundle. And you can see, even if there's a little more ink on one side than another one of the flower, it's still okay. It'll turn out just great, and I'll show you why. Okay. Done. And there, that is masked in. Isn't that very beautiful? Okay, that was the first one. Now let's take the second one. And the second one, we're going to use Petunia Pop. So we'll set aside our fresh freesia and we'll get out Petunia Pop. And I'm going to use the same blending brush with it. Here it is, and it says number 2. So all I do, again, I just put it over the little things. I can see kind of where it's supposed to go. And I'm just going to put it right over there. Okay. And so I'm going to get the Petunia Pop on my blending brush and just, it's kind of dark. Okay. I'm doing it pretty dark. Let's see here. I think it'll still turn out pretty. It doesn't matter. Look how pretty. It's just getting more beautiful by each blend, right? Okay, the next one is going to be Berry Burst, and you can do any colors you want. I mean, I just chose these colors because I wanted to use them because I think they're pretty. Okay, so this is Berry Burst, so this is going to be darker. And this is the third mask, and we just get that. Let me see now. Where am I going to get this? Alrighty, I need to figure. Oh, maybe it's upside down. Let me see. Nope, it's got to be right side up. Maybe it's this way. Nope. This is where I should use the notch. Okay, I thought I knew what I was doing. You know, it's just paper and ink. That's what my friend Robin says all the time. She says it's just paper and ink. There we go. Now I just need to, where is this going? I don't know. I don't totally know where I am here. That is odd. Okay, I'm just going to go like this. I think it looks pretty good. I'm sure it'll turn out. It'll turn out nice. And we're just going to go over this with Berry Burst, which is even darker. And that's what we want, is we want it to get even darker in some places, okay? And you can see, like right in here was a little white circle. And this is going to, I need to get more ink on there so we can really get, because this produces all the beautiful shading that we want in our blooms. Blossoms and blooms. I think it's fun. Now let's see. Da, 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 da. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, that's all the blending for the flowers. And now we're going to start on the leaves. And we're going to start out with our soft sea foam, which is the same color that we used for our base of leaves there. This is number 4, the number 4 mask. And so you can tell where this goes right over the leaves, just like that. And here's my little blending brush. It's a little tiny one. And I'm just going to get my soft sea foam in there. It's probably a little darker than normal because I also used it on the Granny Apple Green. That's where I've got to get more little brushes. Okay. Look how it came to life. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, I guess I must have used lemon lime. I guess I must have used lemon lime twist. That's the one I have here. Okay, and so this is the number 5 mask, and we just put that right over here. And this is just going to add some highlighting to the leaves, just like that. So I'm going to get more, and it'll just add darkness. You can see how much darker it is. And wait till you see when I lift this up. It's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I just love these. This is what I mean by the fact that this is such a beautiful, it's the most beautiful bundle I think, in the whole catalog, because it is just so pretty. So now you can do one of two things. One thing you can do is you can, there's a die for this whole thing. But what I decided to do is to just cut it apart. You don't have to, okay? You could use the die, but I wanted to cut it apart. And let me just show you, because I don't mind fussy cutting. And so that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just fussy cutting. What am I doing? I'm just going to fussy cut this little blossom here. This is the biggest blossom. There's also a die for this biggest blossom, and you can use that if you want to. And you just cut right in and around, and this way you can more manipulate the blossoms. You don't have to use it as you normally would as one big, one huge kind of, in a way, bouquet. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to just do my own thing. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to cut around this. And I'm just going to do this. And I know some of you are saying, oh my gosh, she's cutting it up. but I like to fussy cut. I think it's peaceful. It's not as peaceful when I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it with you, but I want to show you that it's not that hard, and you don't need to be all super exact, because the card itself, the flowers, the beautiful dies, they're all so pretty that all you really need to do, nobody's going to see your fussy cutting so much. They're just going to see the beautiful, beautiful colors. And I'm going to show you how quick it is to fussy cut this. And when you fussy cut, remember you turn the paper more so than the scissors. Do you see me just turning the paper? The scissors are pretty much staying in the same place, and it's the paper that's moving about. And there we go. We already have one blossom right there. See what I mean? And I like being able to control that. Okay, now I'm going to cut a few more. And this way we can just place them wherever we want to. I like that idea. I really do. So right here, I want to really just cut this the second smaller one out. And by all means, just use the whole thing for speed, or if you do not like fussy cutting. But I like to show you alternate things, ways that you wouldn't think of normally using. You love fussy cutting, Holly. I do too. And I like to show you just alternate ways of using things, because you know how to use the one big die and cut the one big bouquet out. But this just adds a little bit of fun to be able to control it a little bit more. And I'm just zipping around here, and it doesn't take very long. You just zip around these flowers. I know sometimes people think we have a lot of flowers, but I love flowers, and I really think every catalog Stampin' Up! Comes up with something very, very beautiful, just like this one. Okay, so look at what we can do. We can just put that right up in there. And then we're just going to cut, I think I'm just going to cut this one, and we'll end up with 3 kind of bouquets, mini bouquets, kind of. We'll just put this in another location, because you really have quite a few. I mean, I still have all of these little bits that I could cut, lots of other little bits. The little delicate ones are pretty, aren't they? And don't you think these colors look beautiful together? The different shades of purple and green. And I wanted it to look summery, light and not dark, because soon enough we're going to be getting into holiday things, and we'll be using darker greens and everything. And I love these bright colors, these softer, brighter. Settles are kind of my favorite color grouping. Do you guys have favorite color groupings? Yes, you love these. You love these colors. I do. I really do. They just seem to make me happy. Holiday things make me very happy too, but I am in a bit of a summery mood right now. So do you see what I mean? How we can just manipulate that all around, and that's all we need to do. That's what we're going to do right now. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and glue down this larger piece. And that way we can put our beautiful flowers on top. And it's going to be, it's not equal all around, because this leaf die is a rectangle. And so it isn't exactly equal. It has wider edges on the left and the right. And what we can do, if we want to, we can tuck things under. Okay, we can tuck things under a bit like that, which I'm going to do with this one. Or we can have them pop out with dimensionals. And this is the more creative part, where you get to create your beautiful flower card. And I'm just really going to stick that under. I'm going to tuck it under kind of like that. Okay, and then for this one, let me see. I might just do that. I kind of like that too. I'm going to pop up other leaves. I've pre-cut a few other little leaves for you to show you how to also raise more of the card up. Okay, and then we have this bit here. Let me see what we might do with that. I actually think I might use it down here. This time, I think I will. I might even raise this up on dimensional. See how fun you can just, what is the name of the stamp set? It's called Layers of Beauty. And the stamp set looks like this, but the thing that makes it so beautiful is all the dies and the masks that all come together in the bundle. You get all three of those things together in the bundle. The die set, the mask set, and the stamp set. So you definitely will want to get the bundle. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck that in like that. Now what I do have a few other little flowers over here that are pretty cute. Now I've got leaves. Okay, I wanted to show you. I went ahead and pre-cut some leaves because they have lots of leaves here. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to tuck leaves in wherever we want them to go. Yeah, there they are. But I think what we might do first is do our sentiment, because I want the sentiment to come straight across right here like that. And then we'll know where we want our leaves if we do our sentiment first. So the sentiment I've chosen is, "You make my heart smile." I just think that is such a nice sentiment. And I'm going to use the Petunia Pop, our new in color. And I've got this stretched across diagonally because it helps you if you put your stamp on a block diagonally. I've told you this before, it really helps you to get it even. I hate to say that too loud in case I by accident. The background die set, Marcia. Yes, no, that is Citrus Blooms. That's from the Mediterranean Bloom Suite, the first big suite in the catalog. But I'm loving that so much. Okay. So let me get this here. I've got an extra piece if I don't get it even, but it did come out even. Yay, yay. Isn't this Petunia Pop in color beautiful? So pretty. I really like it. Okay. So what I want to do is put this across the center here. Just kind of like that. And I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, if I can find them. Here they are. They were hiding. I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to put this, and then we can tuck our extra little leaves just anywhere we want. And a full-size dimensional fits on here, which I like. So this is a 1/2 inch strip, if you were wondering. A 1/2 inch strip of basic white cardstock. Oops, okay. Just take those little babies off. Okay. You make my heart smile. I just like that so much. And I'm going to tuck it in and have it, trying to get it in the center. That looks pretty centered. Let's see. I think that looks okay. What do you think? And then I purposely made it long because I'm just going to come back in and just trim the edges just like that. And I'm doing that because it's hard to figure it out until you've actually stamped it. So I thought I would just do it like that. Okay. Whoops. Isn't that just pretty? And then I have little bits of these little die cut leaves that I cut again out of the soft sea foam. Get a couple of little dots of glue on there. And I thought I would just put one on each end of the sentiment like that. I mean, a lot of times we put gems, but this time I just thought I'd put leaves. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, your in colors are on the way. Yay. Julia, good to see you. Yes, watch the replay because, well, if you have this bundle or want it, you'll you'll want to see, I tried to show how to use the masks, which was my goal. So I'm going to put this leaf right over here. Okay, now we can tuck a few others. These are all leaves cut from the die set. And we can just tuck them up under here just for a little more fullness. And I don't like to glue them completely down flat because I like the way they stick up a little bit to give that fullness, that dimension. See how it's popping up a little bit? And let's see here, I have another one of these. Get it over more where you can see it. I might stick that, let's see. Yeah, that could stick right down in there. Kind of like that. I think I'll do that just to get a little more fullness right around the flower. How did I do that? Because I just glued it on the edges, then you can push little bits right in, kind of like that. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Now I have also some in color shimmer gems. I know these are out right now, but they are coming back. And so I'm going to use these. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I might sneeze again because sometimes I sneeze twice. Do you ever do that? I think these Petunia Pop Shimmer Gems just add so much here. Just put one in there. And we always want to try to go with it with an uneven number, like 3. Those are kind of in a row, aren't they? Maybe I should go for 5 this time. We could put one up there. And then one, let's see. We'll tuck one right down here. And there's our card. Now you'll want to do a little inside. I'll show you what I did to the inside of the previous one. This is another cute little stamp, but I don't want to go too far over. So there is our beautiful card. I love it. Thank you, Charlene. That's so nice. I love this card. I'm so excited about it. I love this stamp set and this bundle. Again, layers of beauty. This is my opinion of the most beautiful set in the whole new annual catalog. I love other sets for other reasons, but I think this is the prettiest one, and that's why I wanted to do it for you today. Okay, let's see. We'll come back and we will give away a prize. How about that? So the prize today was the card from last week, which is You're a Blessing. It's still in its little plastic. I was keeping it real safe in the plastic. The gems are semi-flat, Cherie, semi-flat. Thank you all. I'm having a little allergy attack. I do have my window open and everything is blooming, but it smells so good I had to have my window open. So the winner of this card happens to be Cherie Drowns. Cherie, congratulations. I was so happy when the random number generator picked your number, and I will get this card to you. If I stop coughing. Okay. So congratulations to you, Cherie, on winning. Xiomara, yes, put prize. So the prize for next week, I have this full package of Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More cards and envelopes. Excuse me. It's a set of beautiful cards and matching envelopes. I believe it's 20 total, 10 of each. Let me confirm that. These were from the prior catalog, but I had them left. Yes, 20 cards and 20 envelopes, so 10 of each. And they're beautiful cards and envelopes. So I wanted to give this away to you guys. So this will be the prize for next week. And you know what? I'm going to add in, because I know you really like today's card. So even though it doesn't coordinate, I'm going to make the prize for next week the card and the grouping of the cards and envelopes, even though they don't go together. But I want it I know you liked this card, and I would love to give it away to someone because I have an extra one at home. So there you go. That's the prize for next week. So put the word prize, and I will look right before I come on next Wednesday, which will be, oh my gosh, the 29th, almost the end of the month. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week and get some stamping done. And I'll see you on Friday. Okay.